Give me a few minutes of your attention, because what I'm about to show you can completely change how you read momentum and trends on your chart. Most traders rely on MACD, but the truth is, MACD is slow, it lags, and during pullbacks, it keeps flipping signals and confusing you. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 indicators that are actually better than MACD when it comes to reading trend direction and momentum properly, and if you use them the right way, the way I'm about to explain, they can help you filter noise, avoid fake moves, and enter trades with much more confidence. So I'm on TradingView, and let's start with the first one. Go to Indicators tab and search for Trend Follower by Lonesome. Add it to your chart. What you'll see is a histogram that looks similar to MACD, but the behavior is completely different. When the histogram is above the center line and green, it means bullish momentum is dominant. And when it's below the center line and red, it means bearish momentum is dominant. But here's the key difference. Unlike MACD, this indicator does not keep flipping on every small pullback. It stays stable during trends and only changes when there is a real shift in momentum. And that's exactly what you want. Because in trading, consistency matters more than sensitivity. Now inside trends, you'll also notice color intensity changes. Light green means momentum is building. Dark green means momentum is slowing down. Same thing on the bearish side. Light red means strong selling pressure. Dark red means weakness. So this one indicator alone already gives you trend direction and momentum behavior without the noise you usually get from MACD. Now let's move to the second indicator. Go to Indicators tab again and search for Volume-Supported Linear Regression, again by the same author. Add it. This one is very powerful because it combines price structure with volume, which makes it more reliable. Here you get 2 components. The histogram represents short-term momentum, and the line represents long-term trend. So now instead of guessing direction, you can clearly separate context. If the line is above 0 in blue, the market is in an uptrend. If it's below 0 in orange, the market is in a downtrend. Then you use the histogram for timing. For example, if the line is below 0, meaning bearish trend, and the histogram temporarily turns green, that's not a buy signal. That's a pullback. And when it flips back red, that's your continuation entry. Same logic for uptrends. This is how you stop trading against the trend and start trading with structure. Now let's move on to the third indicator.
Do you feel like everyone around you benefits from artificial intelligence, but you have no idea where to start? Don't wait any longer. Start today. Our free trading bot is simple to use, powered by artificial intelligence, and can earn you up to 1% profit every single day. Over 500 members have already joined. Click the link below now to get free access. This is your chance to harness the power of AI and take a step toward a financial boost.
The name of the indicator is QQE Mod. Search it and add this one. This one is very underrated. It also uses a histogram, but here you have 3 colors. Blue means bullish momentum, red means bearish momentum, and gray means no momentum, meaning consolidation. This is something MACD cannot do. MACD cannot clearly tell you when the market is flat. But this indicator does it very cleanly. Whenever you see gray bars, that's a warning. The market is not trending. It's consolidating. And this is where most traders lose money because they keep trading inside chop. But with this, you can simply stay out and wait. And when the color shifts from gray to either blue or red, that's when momentum is returning. That's when you pay attention for breakout or continuation setups. Now let's go to the fourth indicator. Search Kuratoga histogram in the Indicators tab and add this one to the trading chart. This one is built using concepts from Ichimoku and RSI, so it gives you a deeper view of structure. Here's how you read it. If the histogram is cleanly above the center line in green, the market is trending up. If it's below and red, the market is trending down. But what makes this special is when you start seeing both green and red bars at the same time. That means the market is not trending. It's either in a pullback or a transition phase. Now here's a key insight. If the red bars are still dominant and the green bars are small, that's just a pullback in a downtrend. But if both sides become equal, that's when you start thinking about a possible reversal. So this indicator doesn't just show trend, it shows the strength and balance between buyers and sellers. And now the fifth indicator, which in my opinion is the most powerful one in this list. Search Z-score probability indicator and add it. Don't worry about the complex name. You don't need to understand the math behind it. Just focus on what it shows. This histogram works similar to the others. Green above 0 means bullish trend, red below 0 means bearish trend. But the advantage here is stability. This indicator is extremely smooth and consistent when identifying trends. It doesn't react to every small movement. It focuses on statistically meaningful changes. And on the side, you also get a probability table that gives you an idea about volatility conditions in the market. So now you're not just trading direction, you're also understanding how strong or weak the current move is. Here we have also a table that shows the amount of probability for different levels of Z-score, which are actually the divided levels that you see at the background of the indicator. When analyzing the market, this table can give you information about the current condition of volatility in the market. For trend identification, we use this histogram in a similar way that we use MACD histogram. Now the important part. You don't just randomly use these indicators. The edge comes from how you use them together with logic. You can use one of these indicators as your trend filter and another as your entry confirmation. For example, you use the regression line from the second indicator to define trend, and then use QQE or trend follower histogram to time your entries. This way, you're not reacting to every signal, you're waiting for alignment. And that's where consistency comes from. Also understand this clearly. None of these indicators are magic, they are tools. And tools only work when you use them with discipline. You still need risk management, you still need patience. There will be losing trades, that's part of the game. But what these indicators do is reduce noise, improve clarity, and help you stay on the right side of the market more often. So instead of blindly relying on MACD like most traders do, start testing these indicators. See how they behave, see which one fits your style, and once you understand them properly, you'll realize that reading the market becomes much simpler. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And if this helped you see indicators in a different way, make sure you like the video and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.